So you're the red-haired adult. The name's Ladok. So how about it? Let's discover the edge of the world together.
Huh? Get out of the way! Under the direct order of Admiral Angares, we are here to arrest the red-haired adult. Where is he?
This way.
There he is! Over there! Stop! Don't let him get away! After them! Stop!
That's the ship! Hurry!
Hey, Adol! We're really sailing away!
Adol! It's been a while. It's me, Tara. Remember? We had our adventure in Xandria 3 years ago. I bet you didn't even recognize me since I've grown into such a beautiful woman.
What? You're heading to the giant vortex of Canaan? You can't be serious!
The vortex of Canaan. For ages, it swallowed countless ships heading to the west and brought fear to all seafarers like ourselves. However, legend holds that within its eye lies a treasure beyond imagination.
That's great.
Ladok's the captain here, and he's my dad. 2 years ago, he let me board this ship, the Tremar. I wanted to see the world, because if I didn't, I would never catch up to that certain someone.
What is the matter, Isha? Oh, sister. It felt like there was a disturbance in the wind. The wind? I'm sorry. Keep going. I love it when you play the flute, Olha. Thank you. What's that? An Arisian. They've never washed up on this beach before. Is he dead? No, he's alive. He's still breathing. But he must be treated immediately. Isha, please stay here. I'll go get help, so keep watch over him. Oh, okay. So, it's true. They don't have tails. His ears are really small, too. And his hair, it's almost like a flame. Huh? No. What was that? I haven't been seeing those visions as much as I used to, but when I was looking at him, I'm shaking. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I can't believe an Arisian would wash up on our beach. To make matters worse, it appears as if he is a warrior. Why did you even bring him here?
I am really sorry, Uncle. But it looked like he might die any second back there. It seemed best to get him treatment here in the village.
But distrust towards the Arisians has never been stronger. You're a priestess. If you act this way, it only adds fuel to the fire.
But thank goodness you're awake. Can you understand me?
It's fortunate that you can understand our words. I'm Ord, and I serve as chief of the Redder tribe. Red-haired Arisian, what is your name? Arisian names always sound so strange to me. Adol, you should really thank this girl. She's the one who rescued you when you washed ashore.
My name is Olha. We've done what we can for now, but your injuries still are not healed. Please try not to push yourself. Take some time to recuperate.
We can't have you here for long. You're feeble, Arisian, but you're still young. You'll get well soon. When you can get up and about again, you must leave our house.
But Uncle...
Olha, you are a priestess and a descendant of Alma. You must never forget your duty to the Redder tribe.
I am truly sorry. My uncle really means no... It's just that he's had some problems with the Arisians lately. Well, just make yourself at home and rest for now. Oh! Here. sort of get lost in a trance. I am so relieved. You look much healthier now. You were actually asleep for 3 whole days, you know. Your wounds had healed, but your body itself became quite frail. You seem to be perfectly okay now, though, so I'm glad. Oh, please excuse me. Allow me to introduce myself properly. My name is Olha, and I am a Redden priestess. You said your name was Adol, correct? So, how did you end up washing ashore on our island? Pirate? Raumans? I do not understand, but your situation seems similar to other Arisians, though. Well, I'm sure there is a lot you still don't understand, so I shall please ask me anything you want. You think my ears and tail unusual? Arisians, outsiders, are always surprised. But we Redda find people with small ears and no tails such as yourself quite strange. That makes us even. Since ancient times, we Redda have dwelt here on the Canaan Islands. Through Alma's grace, we have received the bounty of the forest and ocean. But I suppose our way of life may differ from that of you Arisians. Many from beyond the great vortex have washed ashore, just like you. We call all such people Irisians. In the northeast, these people have built and live in a stone settlement. Unfortunately, though, you can't get there right now. The great vortex that you got trapped in, the Canaan Islands are actually inside of it. We Redda live on Quatera Island, blessed with heavily wooded areas. Canaan Island has plains and mountains. The Arisians live there. Lastly, there's Zemeth Island in the inland sea, home to ancient ruins. Combined, these 3 form a chain known as the Canaan. Oh, have you already met her? She is Isha, my younger sister. She has always been rather shy around Arisians, so I think that must be why she seems to be avoiding you. She can be timid, but she's a good, tender-hearted girl. I'd love to see you two get to know each other. His name is Ord. He's our uncle and the chief of the Redda tribe. He is not only a warrior and a hunter, but a sage well-versed in our legends. Sir Adol? Please, do not worry about what my uncle said to you. He has a bit of a grudge against Irisians due to some recent event. Once we explain things to him in more detail, he'll come around. I will be staying in this room, carrying out my duties as a priestess. But if there is anything you need to know, you are always free to ask.
So you finally come to your senses. You may call me Silva. I am a warrior of the though the very sight of you makes my skin crawl. I carried you here at Olha's request. I would have never aided you otherwise. Largo helped carry you too. You should go thank. Even an Arisian is capable of showing his gratitude.
I'm sorry. You startled me. I've heard about you from Olha. Are you well already?
Are you the one? The Arisian that Olha treated? That girl has got some... A legitimate priestess treating an Arisian. I'll have a stern word or two with...
So, you're the Arisian that Olha brought in? Is that red hair? Oh, you seem a little too nice, though.
So you're the Arisian that everyone's talking about. Strange things have been happening here lately, so everyone's uneasy. Try not to cause any trouble, okay?
What? So, you having a cup, huh? Since when did a reason?
Eek! An Arisi! What are you doing?
What is then? Well, the fact that you are here.
Whoa, who are you, mister?
So you're the Arisian everyone's talking about. There are many among us, Reda, who do not think well of your kind. It's not any fault of yours. It's because we've had many problems with other Arisians living here. I'm sure there are some in the village who'll speak ill of you, but please try not to...
Oh, are you the Arisian that Olha was? I'm glad you're okay. I'm surprised Chief Ord allowed.
Hey, mister! Who are you? You've got short ears and no tail. Are you a friend of Sir Kevin? Hey, mister! You've got short...
Well, you must be from Europe. Did you by any chance wash ashore here on Quatera Island? I'm surprised that the Reda even cared for you. My name is Kevin. Like you, I also washed ashore. What am I doing here, you ask? I'm here peddling goods from the neighboring island of Canaan. Is there anything you need? If you need some help. Is there anything you need? If you need...
Oh.
recovered rather quickly. You seem pretty tough for a helpless Elysian. As I said, you need not thank me. Olha and Isha are the ones who found you on the beach and cared for you. Personally, I would rather see you leave this island immediately. If only this bridge were not broken. Over there, you can see Canaan Island. It's a tad larger than Quatera. On the east coast of Canaan Island, the Eurasians have built a town. If you could go there, you would be able to meet your tailless brethren, but... as you can see, the suspension bridge to cross over there has collapsed. It did not fall naturally. A portion of the rope had been burned through. Not only that, amidst the confusion caused by the fallen bridge, a certain person disappeared from the... That was roughly a month ago. Obviously, there is no reason for one of the Redda to do such a thing. Thus, there is no denying the culprit. I doubt it has to do with you. You watched the show only 3 days ago. But even so, you can surely understand why everyone is a bit I will allow you to stay in the village until the bridge is fixed. Under one condition. Destiny has chosen Olha and Isha to be the priestesses that guide us. You will refrain from unnecessary contact with them so as not to cause a disturbance.
So, your adult, the chiefs told me all about you. I'm Kuvar, a warrior and hunter of this tribe. It's unfortunate that you washed ashore here. This may sound cruel, but you're doomed to stay here. You have no choice but to live in this land, sealed off by the good. There are many in the same situation as you. However, there are various problems between them and us Redda.
No idea you had gotten this far. You were not in the village, so I went looking for you, thinking you might have gotten lost or something. But from the look... This is the Fountain of Prayer, one of the reddest. The water here is imbued with Alma's breath. This water is used during ceremony. When we treated you, we also used it to cleanse your wounds. Oh yes, Adol. Have you seen Isha around? It seems she is also not in the village. Oh, Isha. I am sorry, Sir Adol. She is a kind child, but she tends to be shy around... Lately, she's been acting a little strange. It is as if she's hiding something. Pardon me. What I said has nothing to do. I shall look for her and return home shortly. Sir Adol, your wounds have just healed, so please take it.
You'd better not venture to the northwest of the woods of Cortera. There's a beast there, more brutal than any... It's technically blocked off, but you can jump over the barrier quite easily. Be careful if you do, though. You see the shining monument there? It's called a spirit monument. You'll find them scattered throughout the Canaan Islands. It's said you can receive Alma's grace by just touching them. You should give it a try if you get hurt or become tired. Olha was looking for Isha, you say? Isha headed for Moonset Shore just a while ago. It's her favorite spot.
Hey, you seem to be following Olha around a lot. Olha has important duties. Stop stalking her!
I just help collect clams a little. Phew!
Can I help you? She has? I'll be on my way then.
I've done it again. I was cleaning the house when I broke the pot of glaze that has been passed down in our family for generations. My husband won't be able to do any pottery work for a while now because of...
Did you know that the Reda have always sought to become one with nature? But the Arisians, they gradually, but everything changed. Especially...
A beautiful transparent stone can be found on these islands. It's called emel, and we use it to make various ornaments. But it's also harder than any metal, so it can be used to make weapons. To process emel, you need to use a special technique. There's only one person now who's familiar with the But now that the bridge is out, there's no way to contact her.
Isha hasn't played with me much lately. She always has to go off somewhere.
The cooking of the Reda receives the blessing of the spirits. Sir Toxa brings us the bounty of the sea, while Sir Kuval and others bring us the bounty of the...
Doesn't it smell Everyone in the village will come share this meal. We share everything in our lives because we're all well. Have you learned something? Poof! Ryug ran away because he doesn't want to cook. Where'd he go now?
My Ryug really hates helping out around the house. I wish he'd learn a thing or two from his elder sister, Marv. Someday, he'll have to take on the role of fisherman.
I wonder if Harish... I'd sure like to have a few swigs of theirs and see... I guess I'll ask Agu next time.
The younger generation is changing. Ever since we had contact with the as Reda, we must strive to live united. But nowadays, there are some who leave the village to live...
There are some Reda who live in the Arisian settlement on Canaan Island. I hear everything in their settlement is built of stone. I want to go see it someday. If Granny hears me say that, though, I'll be in big trouble. It is customary for us Reda to show our gratitude to the spirits whenever we take things from even when we take the bark of trees to make clothes, we are always careful to leave some of the bark in. If we don't, the tree would die, and the spirits would become
Chief Ord and Sir Kuval are too soft. They should know what the Arisians have done on Canaan. The Arisians can never be forgiven for what...
It seems that you have been busy exploring the island. Though with your conspicuous appearance, I doubt you are up to anything. Just be careful not to rile up the villagers. You do seem to have a great deal of You remind me of that elderly one.
Isha came by here from the shore a little while ago. She looked like she was heading to the fountain to see Olha.
Are you all right? Thank goodness. I'm sorry. Looks like I was wrong. You see? Look out! Got it! Sister? Thank goodness I made it in time.
When I heard the accursed roar, I quickly went around and gathered everyone I could find. But I never expected the first dragon hunt in 10 years to end just like that.
I heard the story from Isha. Without your bravery, she might no longer be with us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We call that horrible beast the Wandering Calamity. They've appeared since ancient times and have been most destructive. They last showed up 10 years ago. There were 3 of them back then. We were fortunate to vanquish all of them, but we paid a heavy price. Young man of Eresia, no. Honestly, you've amazed me, sir. You see, steel weapons are useless against the Wandering Calamity. They can be used to weaken it, but you can't hope to slay the beast. You need a special weapon to penetrate its hard shell. This is forged from a stone called Emil, found throughout these islands. It's harder and stronger than any metal the Eresians ever brought here. Olha's arrowheads are also made of Emil, which is why she was able to finish the beast off.
But that's only because you had weakened it beforehand. To think you overpowered that monster without an Emil-based weapon. Sir Adol, you are a fine warrior.
Adol, I need to have a word with you. Join me in my room.
Uncle? You don't still think Sir Adol is...
I just need to speak with him as the chief. You needn't worry. Well, come with me.
I wonder what he could want. Oh, but I don't think you should... You did risk your life for Isha, so it cannot be anything bad.
So you've come. We have much to discuss, but first, I must thank you. I'm so grateful that you rescued Isha. She and Olha are the precious children of my younger brother and his wife. 10 years ago, they sacrificed their lives protecting the village from the Wandering Calamity. To think the same fate almost befell Isha. I truly cannot thank you enough. And I would like to apologize for my rude behavior toward you. You're only the second Eresian I ever accepted. Most are greedy, have no love for the spirits, and try to disturb the peace in this land. Sorry. I'll get to why I brought you here. You remember the stone wall to the north of the Fountain of Prayer? Where the monster came out of, I mean. There's actually an underground passageway beyond that wall. It's an ancient path to the shrine. Apparently, it even passes below the sea and reaches Canaan Island. So, now I have a question for you. Would you be willing to use that path to cross to Canaan Island? That's what I thought you'd say. I hear your sword shattered in the battle against the Wandering Calamity. So in that case, take this with you. This is a sword made of emel that borrows power from the spirits. You will acquire various skills and magic by upgrading this weapon. A great warrior like you should have no problem realizing its potential. Well, not to ask a favor in return, but can you do one more thing for me? If you cross successfully to Canaan, I want you to investigate the disappearance of the mirror. It's a sacred white mirror known as the Mirror of Zem, which has been passed down to our priestesses for generations. It was stolen from our altar a month ago, the same day the bridge fell. I don't mean to implicate the Arisians, but we've already searched all of Quatera Island, so it's highly likely that it's indeed on Canaan Island. I'm sorry for asking. Just be very careful making your way through the underground path, and when you get to the town, no, it's nothing. In fact, you best forget what you just...
That sword. I see. So that's what it was about. So, Adol, you do intend to go then? I have heard of that ancient passageway to the shrine. It was used by pilgrims on their way to Zemeth Island where Alma rests. They say there's a similar path on Canaan Island. But you just battled that monster. Why not rest before you go? I see. I guess you're determined then. Well, at least allow me to give you a parting gift too. Sir Adol, please be very... May Mother Alma's blessings always be with you. Come to think of it, can you please look for a young boy named when you arrive in town? He's actually Uncle's son and my cousin. He's an apprentice to an Arisian scholar, but we haven't heard from him since the uncle tries to act tough. But he's definitely... I just want you to make sure that everything's all right with Sir Adol, please, may Mother Alma's...
I heard! You beat the Wandering Calamity before the chief, my brother, and the others could get there, right? Not bad!
What is it, son? You want some? I heard about you saving.
Granny said if Adol needs anything mended, he can bring... I was surprised. Granny's never said anything nice about an Arisian.
Huh? He's not here, for crying out loud. That brat is such a handful.
Hey, I heard you saved Isha and fought the Wandering... Well, I guess there are some decent men. Well, I guess I have to rethink the way I... Hey, you! How about you toughen up my husband if you get the chance?
My big sister's even more annoying than my mother. Always nagging. I just can't take. My big sister's even more annoying. I just can't.
Huh? Where's Mommy? Huh? Where's Mom?
Legend says that the great Alma slumbers on Zemath. But the ocean currents around the island are too strong, so no one from the tribe dares we Reda tend to think of it as a... Legend says that the great we Reda...
My wife, Wenuka, should be helping me with my work as a craftsman. But how can I put this? She can't... Right now, she's helping out over at Lady Sola's place. My wife, Wenuka...
Lady Wenuka came to help us out at home. Noi want to hurry up and get to cook too.
The Reda are actually talking to me now. That was a bit... I've heard you saved one of the village kids. The bridge is still down, so I'll just try settling down here and... Huh? There's a path underground that connects to... Ah, I've seen underground ruins near the town. So I've heard it's crawling with monsters, though. It would be
Well, it's the... So, you fought against the wandering calamity without an emerald. I truly can't believe it. It's the top...
I keep making clumsy mistakes when I try to help around the house. So my father-in-law told me to go to Lady Sola's.
Looks like Chief Ord has acknowledged you as a true warrior. I've honestly never met an Arisian like you.
I'm fishing right now. Don't look so surprised, boy. I work. Hey, don't look so...
Are you leaving already? I want to give you... It's a bracelet I carved myself. I'm sorry for being afraid of you. And also, thank you for saving me. Thank you, Adol. Please come visit us again. My sister and I will be waiting.
So you're taking a little trip to Canaan Island, eh? I guess you want to see that hickored sty of a town. Well, you'll see that it can't compare to our... Comparing Arisian culture to Redden culture is a sick... How can you small ears be so dent? Comparing Arisian...
The chief says that the underground path ahead should lead to Canaan Island. But there are just so many monsters in there right now. I thought you'd be able to use it instead of the bridge. But now, the chief says that the underground path ahead, but there are just so many...
Looks like I don't have the right key. Damn, nothing I can do. Gotta look for another way in. What the hell? I didn't think I'd run across anyone else in this godforsaken place. Who the hell are you anyway? You don't look like you're from the town. So you're Adol Kristen. Talk about a coincidence. Never thought I'd run into you down here. Adol the Red. I've heard stories about you. You're a damn little do-gooder, always meddling in other people's business. Oh, I've waited for this day. Let's see how a sharp halberd looks on a whiny do-gooder's face. Come on, show me your blue MLS sword is more than a shiny trinket. How pitiful. How'd you ever gain a reputation with skills like that? I'm Geis. I'm an adventurer, but unlike you, I'm not too proud to be a mercenary. Keep going through here and you'll reach Canaan Island. There's a town just outside the ruins. You'll meet others from Europa who've washed up in this damn place. I don't want to hear that you've stuck your nose where it doesn't belong. Mind your own business, or you'll see this halberd again.
It does appear that we have exhausted all of the stone in this area, sir.
Looks like we gotta go underground if we want any more. I ain't too sure if we can handle all those creepy crawlers, though.
We'll make a way, sir. But I worry that it will provoke ire among those on Quatera.
Hell, we're outsiders. Why should we give a damn what a bunch of tailed freaks think? We gotta take care of our own home, our own kind. I got no problem with what the boss is doing.
You may indeed have a point. Is somebody there?
What the hell were you doing in there? Ain't seen your mug around before. You that mercenary they say washed up around here?
No. I'm inclined to say this is no mercenary. He appears to be a newcomer. Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir. I am Lloyd of Baslam Trading Company. Likewise, this is Zaxxon. Sir, you certainly appear to hail from around Europa, as do we. But however did you make your way through that perilous dungeon? As I see, it's nice to hear that altruism exists among the Reda. But I certainly never imagined that the underground ruins actually connected as far as Quatera Island. We will definitely need to deliberate on this matter with Master Baslam.
You gotta be damn tough to fight your way through a dungeon like that. Wanna join us working for the boss? What do you say? Nothing like work to take your mind off of landing in this place, right?
Now, Sir Zaxxon, you need not rush him so. I will go back ahead as planned, but might I leave the bridge inspection to you, sir?
You got it. See you later, new guy. We gotta make some time and knock down a few back at the pub later.
We hail from the port town of Remorge, which lies up the road and to the east. I will certainly inform my employer, Master Baslam, about you, so please visit him at his residence as well. One might consider him a town representative, so it would be prudent of you to make his acquaintance, sir. Well, if I might excuse myself.
Damn bridge is totally wrecked. Don't see any way we'd be able to fix the stupid thing ourselves.
Oh, my wonderful ship. My precious cargo. Oh, what a glorious life I led it. Woe is me. There's nothing left to it. My life is over. Oh, God.
That sword? Ah, I see. You must have hit it off with Chief Ord, huh? Ah, me? As you can see, I'm Redden. Of course, the tribe considers me a black sheep at this point.
Welcome. How may I help you? Don't think I've seen you before. Did you just arrive in town? I see. Well, that couldn't have been fun. Well, make yourself at home here.
It appears we have a new member. My name is August. As you might judge from my loot, I am a... Oh my, that's quite a rare-looking... So, we've got a red-haired warrior wielding an Emelar sword. My, this certainly stirs my...
Have a seat, stranger. You're new around here, right? Well, anyone who ends up here has got a story to tell, huh? Have I heard anything about a white mirror? Doesn't ring a bell. But if it has to do with the Redder, you might try your luck with the professor. He lives in the wooden building in the south of town. Huh? Have I heard any... But if it has to do with... He lives in the wooden...
You go by Adol, correct? You are coming by to see Master Baslam so soon? I have already told him about you. Well, please come in. Welcome to Baslam Trading Company.
Ah, might you be the newcomer Lloyd told me about? I am Maple, Master Baslam's maid. Well, you must have been in a shipwreck to end up here, am I right? Everyone here is a survivor of a similar fate. I do hope we're all... I worked like this in the guest rooms on a Grion ship before I ended up here. One day, I hopped onto a lifeboat that needed cleaning. But I accidentally untied the rope tethering it to the ship. No one noticed, so I just kept drifting for who knows how long, until I finally ended up... Oh, the thought of it makes me...
My, what brilliant red hair. You must be the newcomer of which Lloyd and the others have spoken. My name's Baslam. I'm a merchant originally from out top. I washed ashore here about 10 years ago, and I've been expanding. Indeed, you could even say I'm the most important person in town. What do you think of that? Well, your turn. Let's hear your story. So you washed ashore on Quatera. I'll tell you right now, I don't particularly care for the Redder, that hard-headed chief of theirs, Ord. He's got to be the most hopeless of them all. He keeps making a fuss, telling us not to destroy the ruins or clear the forests. I mean, what's wrong with making the town larger and more comfortable? We must work hard and become as technologically advanced as possible. That should be the goal of every merchant. No, every human. Oh, by the way, you came through that infested underground path. You're quite a swordsman. Would you mind doing me a favor by looking for a way to Zemeth Island? It's a tiny island to the west of here. The Redder call it the Sanctum. It's supposedly full of ancient The ocean currents are too fast, so no one's ever actually landed there. Still, I think that island's the key to solving the mystery of the great... I asked the same favor of a man named Geis, but he turned me down on the spot. Jeez, what an You know, the Redda call all of us who've washed ashore out... But my hometown of Altago is in North Africa, and not actually on the Eurasian continent. Yep, that's another reason I'm not too fond of them. Still, at least they're better than the nobility of the Roman Empire.
Man, running a street stand all day in this bleak. My older sister kicked me out, saying something about how she was the sole owner of...
Say, you new here, Sonny? Looks like you've been through the ringer. So, well, all the folks here were in the same boat once. We ain't turning anyone out. Get to know this place. I won't rush you.
Greetings! It is I, the great Emilio, a glorious member of... So, why must I be knee-deep? Oh, such work. Picards are truly lazy. All they do, and I'm supposed to make sure they...
Hey, you new here? Uh-huh. So you ended up here, eh? Well, at least the Great Vortex didn't swallow you whole, you know. I'm Annis. I run the fishing business here. I know it's hard, but if we stick together, we'll make it, you know? I think the townspeople will probably take to you. Go on, have a look around.
Nice to meet you. That's the greeting, right? So, you're another person who came here from... If you go out that way, you'll be at the Canaan Plains. Dad said that there are really big mountains.
Oh, you're... please forgive me. Who were you again? What? Oh, you're new to the island. Pleased to make your acquaintance, young man. So, you're new to the island. Pleased to make your...
Ah, you're back. You were off. You may be of the Redda tribe, but you should not stay out so long. Many monsters... Goodness! I can't... No. that brilliant red hair. Adol, do you remember this old man? I am Raba, the one you saved 6 years ago at the tower. But what brings you here? I suppose it was your love of adventure, no? Well, you... So you fell off a pirate ship when the... But the fact that you're still alive after all that is... And it is remarkable that you were able to gain Chief Ord's approval, so... Oh, I am happy to see that you've not changed. Since you are still fairly new in this area, I'll explain anything you need. I think I told you before, but I am researching the Yeast Kingdom in the land of Estir. After that last incident, I traveled the documents I investigated led me to the Great Vault. Around that time, there was a libertine noble who planned to Luckily, I boarded this noble's ship, and things went well until we reached. Upon reaching the vortex, the rudder malfunctioned, and the for some reason, Since then, this has been my temporary... I see. I was not aware. The priestess once showed me the sacred... It was a mirror made of white amethyst, and it possessed a... Well, as it is an urgent... It is possible may have heard some rumors... The vortex beyond the Great Sea warps the ocean currents and has devoured all ships heading west. It is an abnormal phenomenon that far surpasses the storm barrier which once appeared. Is it not odd that these phenomena have occurred? I believe the key is hidden deep in the root. You could say these Canaan Islands are... The mythos path that you came through is also one of the academic value of the murals thought to have been left by the ancestors of the Redda. There are also many other ruins which I cannot investigate, such as the scholarly gods have not been so generous to me. Oh yes, Canaan Island also has what appears beyond the northern plains. There is apparently, at its summit, unfortunately, with my frail legs, the Great Vortex has devoured countless people. This town was built by those who... Supposedly, this settlement started out as a It was Baslam, an Altago merchant who pulled everyone... But I am somewhat worried about Togi, who was left up. He helped me a great deal when I escaped from the Tower of Dawn. I hope he is... Apparently, he was originally a merchant from Altago, a city on the coast. The town has many stone buildings. But where do you think they got the building? To obtain the stone material needed to build the town, Baslam destroyed... Naturally, this is not something the Redda... In a way, he is directly responsible for the strained relations between the Redda and... It was about 2 years ago that I met. Right around then, the Redden village was hit by a disease. Many of the Redda succumbed to it, including Chief Ord's son. I just happened to know the cure, so I went. Since then, it has been my honor to be on friendly terms. However, I never dreamed that his son would become... He is Chief Ord's only son. He is full of curiosity and questions about the outside. Though he is not here at the moment, I'll introduce you. Right now, he should be picking herbs in the plains to the north. I surely hope that boy hasn't gotten into trouble again. Oh, yes. You should take this with you. It is a map of the Canaan Islands that I drew over the past 3 years. It is not entirely precise, but it should roughly tell you where you are. I hope you'll make good use of it.
Oh, I'm surprised that Chief Ord would entrust this sword to an entrust this sword. My name is Liav. I craft pieces of emulous here. Indeed, if Chief Ord sees something special in you, I shall also do my part to help. I shall strengthen your emulous sword here at the studio. By improving the sword, you'll be able to unleash the power hidden within. However, in order to improve the sword, you'll have to accumulate your own ammo. I'm sure that is not too much to ask, right? Emulous swords will become stronger the more you improve them. You'll be able to unleash powerful attacks by gathering the power. Also, as you strengthen your sword, the power and effects of the... However, I'm sure there are limits.
Oh, thought you were Agu for a second, young man. So, who are you? So you've just arrived on Canaan, have you? You do appear to be a swordsman, but it's quite deadly up ahead. It's too dark to see very far ahead, and there are some hard-shelled beasts, invincible to it. You must make sure you're totally prepared before you attempt any exploration of this cavern. Come to think of it, on my way here I saw the town professor's young apprentice wander by. He ran off to the northern plains. Seemed like he was looking for something. However, the imposing Granah Balas Mountain does lie in that direction. Well, there's no way a boy like him could actually climb it. He's sure to give up and come back. On my way here, I saw the town professor. He ran off to the... However, well, there's...
Damn it! I'm surrounded! You cowards attacking me in a bunch like this? I'm done for! Incredible! Thanks. I owe you one. I've never seen you around, but boy, you're pretty strong. How did you defeat all those monsters so quickly? Huh? That sword. It's the same as the one at my house. Why do you have it, mister? Wow, so that's why. Dad hates Arisians, but he still gave you that sword. Looks like he really trusts you, mister. I'm Chief Ord is my dad. Nice to meet you, mister. Olha gets worried so easily. Well, with the bridge out, I couldn't get in touch with her either. Even I was getting a little worried. Everyone seems to be doing fine from what you said, so that's a relief. Boy, today sure hasn't been my lucky day. I was picking herbs in the plains when I saw a red fairy flying. It was holding something shiny. I got curious, so I went after it, but I guess I went a little too far. I'm sure the professor's worried, so I gotta head back to town. Oh yeah, they say there's an altar at the summit of this mountain. There's supposed to be a powerful sword there. You seem to be a swordsman, so it couldn't hurt to check it out. Well, see you later.